Real talk, guys. You got to do stuff now. You have to act now. If God's calling you to do something, then you need to act on it now. I was listening to this Billy Graham video last night, one of his sermons. I can't remember which one, but he was talking about doing things now. The devil's going to try and tell you, try and say, oh, we'll do it later. Now's not a good time. Now's not a good time. Any time is a good time to give your life to Christ. If you're doing something, you're spreading the gospel, you're doing anything for Christ, now is an amazing time to do that. The devil's going to try and hold you back with things like fear. He's going to be like, nope, not right now. This doesn't look like, wait a second, it's going to get better. But the thing is, it doesn't get better. If you wait, the situation doesn't get better. And I'm so passionate about that right now because my whole life, I can go back and I can see there's so many situations where I could have done something, but I didn't because I was like, wait. And I gave in to what the devil was saying in the back of my head. Wait, now's not the right time. Now is not good. No, wait. It's going to get better. Just wait for the perfect chance. And I wait, and it never came. The chance was there to do something, and it came, and it went, bruh. It was gone. Gone before I knew it. And that was with going and talking to that girl. That was with going and spreading the gospel with that person, which has been my problem part of this week. I've been needing to go talk to someone. I've been needing to go record and share the gospel with people. But I've been like, no, now's not a good time. Why? Why is now not a good time? Is it because they're scared? Is it because you think that someone's going to lash out on you? Someone's going to make fun of you? Why does it matter, bro? If God is your only audience, then why are you always thinking about these things of what are people going to think? That's your problem. And that's my problem too. And we have to work better to beat this. Earlier this week, I was going to do an interview in Starbucks with some people in there. No, this wasn't nothing planned. I just was going up there to get like a coffee and then sit and see if I could find anybody. And there was this one girl outside that I was going to talk to, but then I kept saying, nope, no, not right now. No, that's weird. That's weird, dude. Don't do that. No, that's the devil talking to you. And I kept waiting, and before I knew it, the time was gone. It came and it went. Her friend was over there talking to her, and the chance to go talk to her was gone. Not really, because honestly, I could have gone over and talked to her friend too. But get the devil out your head, bro. Anytime that you have a chance to share the gospel is the chance. It's the best time. Anytime is the best time to share the gospel, to give your life to Christ, to do anything for Jesus anytime. Today, I went to that pond that I went and talked to that Jewish guy at, again to see if there's anybody I could talk to there. And there was this guy who was there sitting under this pavilion. He was just sitting there. He wasn't really doing anything. I don't know really what he was doing, but I was like, what if I went and sat next to him? What if I went and walked up and was like, hey, you want to talk to me for a second? And then I shared the gospel with him. I could have done that, but I didn't because I was like, what if this isn't right? This isn't the right time. Nah. I walk again and I was like, well, maybe if I catch him again on the other side, then I'll do it. Look over and he's walking away. Like I said, the chance, it came and it went. It went, bro, and it was my fault. I could have gone, I could have talked to him, but I didn't. I chose not to. When I think of these moments in time where I could do something, but I'm not, I think there's a whole nother world. There's a whole nother reality out there of if I made this decision. Now, God knows everything that's going to happen, okay? God knows what's going to happen. I'm not saying, but like, there's a whole reality out there of what could have been if you would have taken that decision, if you would have tried that thing. There's a whole world out there. And I know you guys probably aren't as obsessed with this movie as I am, but Back to the Future, what it always makes me think of, and what I was thinking of as I was walking my car at that park today, after I didn't talk to that guy, I was thinking, it's just like that scene whenever uh, Lorraine is taken away from, so I'm talking about the first movie. They're back in time, they're at the Enchantment Under the Sea dance, and Lorraine is taken away by some other random dude, and George is being a wuss, and he's standing over here watching it happen, and they're not going to kiss from the dance, and then Marty's sitting up there, and he's just like, it's like he's watching that whole reality fade away from a distance and just like fade away as he himself is fading away. That's what I think of. Like that whole thing of what could have happened, it's gone and it's fading and it's going away, because that could have been the future. That could have been your reality, but it wasn't, because you decided to walk away. You decided to take the exit, walk out that back door, and run away. And why? Why, dude? What bad is going to come out of, and like I was saying, God should be your number one audience. You shouldn't be worried about what people are going to think. Let me reference this verse in Psalms. I actually found in someone's bio who follows me. I was looking, this is on TikTok. I was looking at, sometimes I get bored and I need to get off my phone. I try and, I try not to be on social media much unless I'm posting and producing stuff. But sometimes I get bored. I look who's following me, what's in their bio, and this dude had this verse in his bio. And this was after like the Starbucks thing, when I chose that I wasn't going to talk to that one girl. And this was, I think it's Psalm like 56. I don't know, I should have had this marked already. I have the other verse I'm going to refer to later ready. Here it is. Psalm 56, verse 11. In God I trust. I am not afraid. What can a mere mortal do to me? When we're thinking in the way of God, we're following God, what is some person going to do to us? They're going to persecute us. They're going to laugh at us. Oh, ha, ha, you're so funny. You're Christian. Like, okay, who cares? Are they going to beat us up? Are they going to beat us down? Try and silence us? They can try, but I'm still talking, bro. They can try and do those things. They can try and put us on a cross like Jesus, and they can try and kill us. And if they do, yippee, because in the Bible it says, blessed are you if you are persecuted. I think that's in Romans. Paul said that, I know. But if they kill me, like I said in another TikTok I made, who cares? I'm just with God sooner. I'm with my Creator sooner. So what can a mere mortal do to me when I'm thinking about eternity? When I'm thinking out of this world, I'm thinking of the heavens, I'm thinking of God, I'm thinking of things that aren't of this world. What does it matter someone's opinion of me? If you're still worried about people's opinions of you, then you're still stuck in this world. And you're not on God yet. And I need to learn that too, for real. Because I got this social anxiety type thing that I got to get over. And I'm not trying to like be all victim mentality. This is not some chronic illness. If you find God, God can cure that. Because if you walk by faith, if you walk knowing that God is with you, that God guides your steps, that God will make things work out before you, then there's nothing to worry about. There's nothing to worry about people's opinions or people laughing at you. And that's something we got to learn, bro. That's something we got to learn. And it takes time for sure. It's taken me time. And I've gotten a lot better. Because if I was still like I was, all scared of what people thought, then I wouldn't be making this right now. I wouldn't have been making them reels, making them TikToks in high school, because I'd be all worried about people thinking stuff while I was in school. And that's why I didn't make them for a long time. But then I found God, and now I'm doing this. I'm happy, because this is what I've always wanted to do. So another point that I'm getting to is that we're not here forever, dude. If God's calling you to do something, then you better do it. Because before you know it, like I was saying, the time is going to come and go. Your chance of having these days, tomorrow, it's going to fade eventually. Christ's going to come back eventually. You're going to die eventually. And it's just the facts. In James chapter 4, verse 13, he says, verse 13 through 17, he says, come now, ye who say, today or tomorrow, we will go to such and such town and spend a year there doing business and making money. Yet you do not even know that tomorrow will bring Yet you don't even know what tomorrow will bring. What is your life? for you are a mist that appears for a little while and then vanishes. Instead, you ought to say, if the Lord wishes, we will live and do this or that. As it is, you boast in your arrogance. All such boasting is evil. Anyone then who knows the right thing to do and fails to do it commits sin. You know what to do. If God's commanding you what to do, if God is pulling on your heart to go do something, He's pulling on your heart to go help these people, to go pay for that dude's meal. If He's pulling on your heart to do these things and you don't do them, that's a sin, dude. That's a sin. Now, I don't know how I have sinned myself because I've not been, what's the word, bro? I haven't been as like following what He wants me to do sometimes because of fear. Fear and the devil trying to hold me back. The devil trying to say that there's more time. There's not. We don't know when our hour is. We don't. Just like this verse just said, you don't know if you're going to get that day tomorrow. But if you do, thank the Lord for that. And thank Him by doing the thing that He commands you to do. If God blesses you with another day, then you better be rejoicing at that and be like, yippee, bro, I get another chance. So let's go do what God has called me to do. That's what it should be. That's what it should be. That's what we should be doing, bro. Because if we get up another day and we're just like, oh, the daily cycle, let's get back to the grind of work. Let's get that pension going. Let's get our 9 to 5 and do nothing. That's not what God called you to do. God calls you to more than that. God calls you to a life of doing things that He called you to do, things that you like, things that you have a passion for. That's what God called you to do. He called you to go places. He called you to extend His kingdom. Now, whether that's through actually going and sharing the gospel with people, which I hope you do, maybe it's through some sport, but always, or maybe it's through making videos like I am right now. Maybe it's through so many other things. Showing your talents that God has blessed you with. But above all things, in those things, put God first and make sure the glory goes to God. When everybody's praising you, you did such a good job, some game, some video, you got so successful at some business, you better say, glory to God, because God did this, not me. You take the glory from God, bro, you in some trouble, bro. That is not, never do that. Never do that. But act, bro. Act. If you don't act, if you don't take these, it's not even a risk, bro. What are you risking? You're risking people are going to laugh at you. You're risking that. There's no risk. There's no risk, bro. God is with you. God is guiding your steps. And you have to know that and you have to believe it. You have to believe it, bro. If you want to be able to do anything for God, you got to believe it, bro. You got to walk it. Got to walk it. That's my message for today. I thank you guys for listening. I'm going to do more like these where I'm just talking to y'all. This was a good message. And I hope that whatever you guys are dealing with, whether it's social anxiety like I'm getting over a lot from high school and that, I know there's so many other people that have dealt with that. Scared of what people think. They want to sit in the back of class and not say anything. But dude, when you're sitting in the back of class, I always think about this. Would you rather nobody even know you exist? Because no one does. When you're sitting there not doing anything, no one knows you exist. You're just there. Nobody even knows who you are. They probably don't even know what your name is, bro. But if you raise your hand, you do what you feel like doing. You don't all shaky, shaking around, oh, I'm scared, oh. You actually just do what you feel like doing. You walk how you feel like walking. You talk how you feel like talking. The people are going to be like, oh, that's how he is. And then you exist, bro. You're not just a shadow in the corner. I hope you guys can get over that. And I know you can with God. If you read His Word, if you pray to Him, if you trust in Him and you walk by faith, not by fear of this world and worldly things. You walk by faith, knowing that God is with you always, and you can do all things, bro. And that's real talk, for real, bro.